Hi everyone, it's Pete here from Rip On Fitness. We're about to run a kids program to keep the kids active along with obviously the adults on behalf of the community services for the community to come together and enjoy a fitness journey and run a class that you can all follow at home. I've got my daughter here with me who will be joining along in the session, and we're going to introduce a special guest that we're also going to use as part of today's program and fitness class.
Hi everyone, my name's Aaliyah. I'm 12 years old and today I'm so excited to exercise with my friend Bullseye.
Okay, so we're ready to start our fitness session for the children, and we're going to do a little warm-up and a little fun game to get nice and active before we start our session. So Leah's going to pretend to be a few animals and objects that I let her know. So the first one, she's going to be a plane. So she's going to fly around and making sure we move all those legs. Cool. And then we're going to fly around. So we're going to be a bird now. So we're going to flap those wings across. Cool, nice and active. Cool. All right, so we're going to stop there, Leah. So now we're going to be a crab. So we're going to sit low a little bit and we're just going to crab across. Cool, and back across. Good. So now we're just getting that active. So the next thing, we're going to be a bear. So we're going to crawl on the floor, up through. Don't get me, Leah. Good. Right around that thing. Good. Excellent. So now we're going to stop right in the middle there, Leah. So now we've got a river right across here. So now Leah's going to jump across that river as far as we can to clear it so we don't fall there. Back across. Cool. And back through. Excellent. So now we need to fly away. So we're going to go back on our plane. So Leah's going to fly that through. So now as we get through, we're going to go and do that a little bit quicker. Now we're going to turn into a bird. We're going to flap across. Very good. Excellent, Leah. All right, so now you've turned back into a crab. So you're going to crab across. Nice and slow, nice control, good. And looks like you look like a bear again, Leah. So we're going to be a big bear. Very good. Aaliyah, did you bring a special guest with you today?
Yes, I did.
So who did you bring along?
Bullseye.
Good, Bullseye. We're going to encourage you guys to also bring a special guest to your session. So Leah's going to try and jump over the river with Bullseye on her. Good. And back across. Making sure we protect her. Good. And back across. All right. So now what Aaliyah's going to do, just to warm up our legs, she's going to put Bullseye on top of her head. And whatever toy that you've got and your special guest, put it on your head, and we're going to do a squat. So what you're going to do is we're going to drive across. So I get you to turn to the side, Leah, and turn this way. So what she's going to do is make sure that she sits back into it nice and easy. You notice that she's nice and straight. She's going to do 2 more and 1 more there. Excellent. So what Leah's going to do now, she's going to put Bullseye on the floor. So what we're going to do is going to do a push-up. But what we're going to do on the push-up, that Leah loves Bullseye so much, she's going to give Bullseye a kiss every time she gives it a push-up. So we're going to do that. She's going to face it up. So Leah, show me, give a couple of kisses to Bullseye. So we're going to go through and big press, give her a kiss, and back through. If you can't do this, you can do these on your knees. Big kiss, 2 more, and back up. So we're going to do that really quick now, just really intense. So we're going to do fly around like a plane again. So go through 3 rounds. We're going to fly like a bird. Good. We're going to crab like a crab walk. Nice and across. Good. And we're going to crawl like a bear. Good. We're going to go Bullseye again. We're going to grab Bullseye. And we're going to jump across the river, back through, jump across the river, and 2 more, jump across the river, and we're going to come back to the middle. We're going to put our special guest on our head again. We're going to do a squat, through, 3, and she's going to do 2 more there. And we're going to finish off, we're going to put our special guest on the floor again, and we're going to finish off on our push-ups. So we're going to do 5 more, and that should get us really warm now and really ready to start our session through. 2 more, Leah. Very good. Give her a big kiss. And 1 more. Excellent. Well done. So hopefully you guys are nice and warm now and ready to take on our session. So go and get a quick drink, and we'll start off our session in 1 minute. Hi everyone, we're ready to start our session now. So this is the first round of 4 rounds of exercises. There's going to be 5 exercises each round, which the aim is to do as many as we can in that 40 seconds, and then we're going to have a 20-second rest before we move on to our next exercise. So good luck and have a bit of fun, and make sure your special guest is nice and comfortable throughout the whole session. Alright, our first exercise is a squat. So we're going to put our friend on top of our heads. We're going to start the 40 seconds and let's go. So we're going to go as many squats as we can in that 40 seconds. Very good. We're going to come through there. Very nice there, Leah. So we'll just turn on the side here. Face me, Leah. And make sure we squat that. Good. You've got about 10 seconds left. Keep going through as many as we can. Make sure our toy up there is nice and protected. That's having a good view up there. We got 5 seconds left. There you go. Keep going. 2 and 3 and last one. And good. So that was 40 seconds. We're going to have a 20-second rest before we move on to our next exercise. Okay, so now we're on to our push-ups. We got Bullseye on the floor. It needs a little bit of love. So we're going to do our push-ups, and Ali's going to give her a kiss every time she does a push-up. So we're going through, and there you go. So we're going to do as many as we can in that 40 seconds. So look, Bullseye there. Look, Bullseye needs a kiss on this side. So turn on this side. Come over through here. So she's going to do push-ups. You notice that her shoulders are underneath, her elbows coming out. If you start getting tired, then you can drop onto your knees and do that. Excellent, Leah. So come that side. And I'll get you to go to the side here, Leah, and do it on your knees. Through. And we got 40 seconds of these. So we only got 10 seconds left, but excellent. So you notice that her shoulders underneath, and she's through. She's getting tired now. She's giving her friend a big kiss. Excellent. We got 5 seconds left. Very good. And then we got a next break, and then we get into our next exercise. 2 more, Leah. And there you go. 1 more. Very good. Excellent work there, Leah. Alright, so we're going to move on to what we call our toe taps. So we're going to put our little friend onto the floor, little friend on the floor. And what we're going to do is we're not going to kick our toes, we're just going to tap our toes onto our friend. So make sure we're trying to wake them up. Let's go. So kick, little taps. Very good, Aaliyah, good. There you go. And we turn on the side here, we're showing to make sure we're tapping through. Excellent. So we're trying not to kick them. We're just going to bring our feet up and making sure that we're staying on our toes and our feet. Very good there, Leah. So as you get better, you want to do that a little quicker. And if you're not that quick yet, we can just do a little tap across. But as you do, Leah's really fit at the moment, so she's going to do this really quick through and make sure we don't kick through. You got about 10 seconds left, Leah, and we're going to move on to our next exercise. Well done. Make sure Bullseye is nice and safe over there. And very good, Leah. Well done. Alright, so our next exercise is what we call a frog jump. So we're going to put Bullseye onto the floor, and then Leah's going to jump over Bullseye, making sure she's nice and safe through there. And we're going to frog jump over her. There you go. Make sure you jump over. You don't want to squash her. Up through. Excellent. So nice and low. We're going to do frog jump over. Well done, Leah. Back across. So as many as you can in 40 seconds. So nice and low. Good. Big frog jump here. So nice down and up. Very good, Leah. Here we go. A few more. Very good. Nice and soft. Make sure you land nice and soft in here, and make sure that when we come through, we're nice and soft through our knees and protect. But it's important that we try and jump over our little friend. Otherwise, we're going to kick it and we're going to do a little squash. But you're doing really well there. 2 more in that 40 seconds. Well done. And 1 more through. Excellent. Well done, guys. And that's what we exercise of this. Okay. Alright, guys, we're into our last exercise of this round. We're going to call it high knees. So Leah's going to have her toy and her friend across, and we're just going to tap, not kick it, but with nice taps through. And as you get better, you can just nice there and stay on your toes. Well done, Leah. And making sure we got our friend there, and we're just going to tap that across and out through and protect it, making sure it's having a bit of fun. Look at Bullseye, it's having the time of her life there. Go through. Excellent, Leah. When you get tired, just keep moving, making sure that we're not hitting it too hard. Nice and light through and stay on your toes. Bring her up as you get tired, up through. You got 10 more seconds there, Leah. Very good. Up we go. Great. Great work. And there you go. That's round one, and that was what we call our high knees. We're gonna have a little break now and move on to round two. Hi guys, we're back for round two. So we're gonna start off with our first exercise. We're gonna call it a kneel to squat position. So Leah is going to hug our bullseye really tight and do this exercise the whole time and make sure she feels safe. So we're gonna start off. So get on the floor, we're gonna start in kneeling position, and she's gonna get back up into what we call a squat position. So back up and back down. Good, back up and back down. Make sure we hug her tight. Through, back down, and back up onto the squat, all the way up. Good, and back down, and back up to the side there, Leah. Good, and we'll see that you notice that when she comes up, she's still nice into that squat position. Good, but make sure we hug our friend tight. Through, and make sure that she's there, nice through. Good, we got a few more left, Leah, into these 40 seconds. Excellent work, good. And 3 more, good, very good, Leah. And up we go. And that's what we call our kneel to squat exercise. All right, so we're gonna move on to our next exercise, which is the star jump. So it's a little bit of fun here, but we can give our friend a little break. So we're gonna put her away for now. So Bullseye can have a rest. And we're gonna start off with a star jump. So we're gonna hands on our sides, and we're gonna kick up and across. Very good, nice, Leah. So we're gonna create a star. So if you're a big bright star, we're gonna bring that across. Good. Make sure that we're going through. So big, bright, reach into the sky, kick up like a star jump. If you're really excited about this, you can just jump higher and across, through. If you're getting tired, you might just do a little one, but keep going for that 40 seconds. Nice work there, Leah. You're doing really well. Come through the side, just facing me, Leah. Good there, very good work. Excellent, nice work, Leah. Keep going through, you're almost done to the end. Excellent. Leah's doing a really great star jump here. A few more, Leah, 5 seconds, good. Here we go, 3 and 2 and 1. Excellent, that's a great star jump. Next exercise, which is gonna do a crab. So Leah's gonna do a crab walk with 1 squat. So she's gonna make her way across to the end of the river that she's got here and back across, but each end of the river she's going to do a squat. So we're gonna go into our crab position there. Nice, across, 2, 3. She's gonna get to the end of the river, 1 squat and back across. 2, 3, and 1 squat. And if Leah wants to make this a little bit harder, she can put her friend on top of her head and squat. There you go. 2 and squat. Excellent. Leah, back across and down, back across. Good. A few more there, Leah, to get 40 seconds. So you notice that she's sitting in that good sit down position, working across. Excellent, and 1 more through, and down. Very good, Leah. And that's what we got, a crab walk with a squat at the end. All right, so we're gonna go into what we call our leg raise now. Leah's gonna get onto the floor, her back on the floor. But what she's gonna be doing, she's gonna get her friend and she's gonna put it in between her leg here and squash it in. What she's gonna do, she's gonna give it a little ride and just bring it up there and then back down and all the way down and back up. Good, you notice her friend's got you. She's gonna try and have a peek. Make sure the hips are on the floor the whole time. There you go. So that one here, so we're gonna have a strong stomach, but our friend over here is gonna have a nice ride along as well. So make sure you get a toy that you can, and a friend that you can put in between your legs, and we're gonna put that through. Up we go. Excellent, Leah. Back down and back down. Good, and back up. Making sure we got our friend nice and in between our legs the whole time. Leah's doing really well here. You notice that her hips are on the floor and she's nice and controlled in her movement up. She's got a few more in these 40 seconds and back up. So as you get better at that, you try not to bring that toy all the way to the floor, and then you bring that back up, nice and controlled. Very good work, Leah. And that's what we call our leg raise movement. So we're going to have our last exercise for round 2, which is going to be our crunch. So we're going to have Aaliyah lying down on the floor again. But what we're going to do is we're going to get our friend and we're going to put it in between there. So she's going to try and crunch up, put her hands on the side, and she's going to go as close as possible to give it a nice say hello. And through, through, there you go, nice Aaliyah, up through. And you notice there, she's going to bring up as high as you can. And have a talk, say hello Aaliyah, and back through, so as many as you can. So again, Aaliyah's trying to work through her nice stomach here, through, up, excellent work. And her friend's trying to encourage her, come on Aaliyah, let's go, we got a few more to go. Excellent, and 2 more crunches, very good, and 1 to go. Excellent, good. And that movement is what we call our crunch, but make sure we say hello to our friend at the top of that movement. Alright guys, so we finished the session. So remember, we're going to do that round 1 and round 3 at the same exercises, and round 2 and round 4 for the same exercises. So now we're going to do our cool down. It's important that we make sure that we recover well from our session. So now we're going to do our cool down. So we're going to start off by taking a step and just putting our feet up, nice and controlled, there, 2. So we'll do about 10 of these, good. Excellent. And then now we're just going to go circular, hands around, good, excellent, and back to the other side, good, excellent. So if you can find, if you've got a partner or you find a wall, you can have your hands and shoulders. We're going to bring our 1 foot up, across, and stretch, and then back to the other side, and stretch. Cool, and then we're going to also open up our hips, so we just go and just bring that out like this, nice and controlled, back through, and then circle our shoulders again. So make sure that we're nice and recovered through and back onto the other side. But I hope you enjoyed that session, had a bit of fun with your friends, and hopefully a little bit fitter too. Thank you, Aaliyah.
Bye.